G'day. For growers contemplating chickpeas in the northern region this season, let me share some of our insights from our last chickpea trial here back in 2018 at our long-term Darling Downs experimental site, Colonsay. At this site we routinely apply 4 rates of nitrogen pre-plant to every crop, a nil control, 40 kilos, 80 kilos and 120 kilograms of nitrogen. We also apply at planting 4 rates of phosphorus, so a nil control, 5 kilos, 10 kilos and 20 kilos of P. We compare these both alone and in combination post-harvest. Although we got positive grain yield responses from our pre-applied nitrogen fertiliser in 2018, these were inconsistent. This isn't unexpected for a legume, but also shows the importance of soil testing prior to any crop. This site started the 2018 season with a range of soil nitrogen levels from about 80 kilograms to 460 kilograms of nitrogen in the 0 to 90 centimetre profile, and that depended on our previous nitrogen treatments. Our applied phosphorus fertiliser returned significantly higher grain yields than the nil P control. However, there was no significant response between those 3 P rates applied. Remember though that 2018 was a dry year and our crop yield was largely reliant on subsoil moisture and subsoil P, so not much time was spent by crop roots in the soil surface. This shows that chickpea response can be quite well predicted by Colwell P soil test results. Our nil control plots here have only 8 milligrams of Colwell P, whereas our 5 and 10 kilogram of P treatments have about 28 milligrams. And our highest application rate of 20 kilos of P sits at 63 milligrams of Colwell. So the response in the year of application in 2018 was masked by the previously banked fertiliser phosphorus applications over the years that were in excess of grain removal largely. This P previously applied is pretty well distributed in the 0 to 10 centimetre layer and is becoming evident in the layers at 10 centimetres and below. This is a heavy black soil blessed with high potassium background as well. But for those on lighter mixed or boxier soils, consider chickpea as being responsive to potassium, and those soil types are generally lower in soil potassium. Consider our specialised blend product, Chickpea SZN, or many other of our Intertech Pivot Fertilisers' vast array of our custom blends this season. This will ensure that there's a balanced supply of nutrients at planting specifically designed to meet the needs of chickpea. Be mindful also of the potassium source, especially if you're applying that fertiliser in contact with seed and also rhizobia, both living organisms, where the fertiliser pH and the salt index of the fertilisers can be a large factor. The co-location of phosphorus with potassium has also been proven to improve P uptake, shown by Mike Bell and others in the area. Be mindful of the nutrients your chickpea crop will remove this year as well when you're formulating its upfront needs. Grain tests from the area in previous years have shown that 1 tonne of chickpea grain removes 10.7 kilograms of potassium, nearly 3 times the removal rate of wheat. In the 2018 season trial here, the site mean was just over 5 kilograms of potassium per tonne of grain. The chickpea in that year and others also removes more nitrogen, phosphorus and zinc per tonne of grain than wheat. So at this site we showed removals of 37.5 kilograms of nitrogen per tonne of grain, 4.1 of phosphorus, 1.8 kilograms of sulphur and 35 grams of zinc per tonne of grain in the post-harvest grain tests conducted by the Nutrient Advantage Laboratory. Nutrients removed in high-yielding commercial quantities could mean a high removal event for lots of paddocks with chickpeas in the rotation. This fact is being observed at the nearby GRDC-funded Pampas Farming Systems site, led by researcher Dr. Lindsay Bell. So if chickpeas become more of a pillar crop in the rotation, they'll come at a larger nutrient removal cost. My last take-home message is that if you're growing chickpeas where you haven't grown them before, please soil test first to determine not only your starting soil fertility, but to check for any subsoil constraints present. We have observed in recent years higher subsoil salinity and chlorides due to the drier weather. So thanks for watching and best of luck for a fruitful season.